Alright, I'm going to do a quick technical overview of the JGM4 stubby killer. This is probably going to be a lot longer than my quick overview. This is the box it comes in. It's really plain, kind of boring. Mine's all beat up because I've had it for a while. It says CSI on it. I don't know what that stands for. It probably stands for something. It's a Chinese company, so nobody knows. There's your regular, probably, styrofoam. It's all scratched up and nasty, but it'll be unscratched when you get it, if you get it. If you get it new. I did get it new, but it's a small box. So this is what you see when you first open it. Well, you don't see this. This is mine. You see the battery and the charger and the gun, basically. So I'm gonna start. You get 250 milliamp output trickle charger. It kind of sucks. It takes a really long time. It takes like 9 hours to charge the battery that comes with it. So yeah, that's that. Not that good. Small type connector right here. So that's what that is. It comes with this 1500 milliamp 8.4 volt nickel cadmium battery. Pretty much sucks. I don't really suggest using this either. You should probably get a 9.6 volt for this gun. It's got a pretty big spring in it, so this doesn't actually. 8.4 volt gives it a pretty slow rate of fire. And this connector is small type. Just like the charger, it wouldn't make sense to have that would just be stupid to have two different size connectors. It wouldn't work. Here's my 1-point sling. Maybe I'll talk about that later. Okay. So let's get this whole thing in the picture. Here we go. I can do this. There we go. Okay, so this is the gun. Don't know if you can see it too well here, but that's the gun. It's got 2 flip-up sights. Those are just one of the things it has. Alright, so I'm going to start from the front, work my way towards the back. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Let's start from the front. So the front of the gun, it's got this bright orange M4 flash hider. It's got the bird cage design with the 5 holes. So it's actually metal, which is pretty nice. But it's really bright orange. It's pretty easy to see you if you're using this. Just so you know. Okay. Moving down, it's got these rails, which are full metal rail system. It's pretty nice. It's probably only about 3 to 4 inches of rails, so you can't put anything big on these rails, so don't try to do that. It's a waste of time. But they are all metal, which is pretty nice. You also have a metal, you can't see it. Well, the outer barrel is all metal. It's really short. Actually, I can take this part off for you right now. It's pretty easy to do. You just unscrew it. It doesn't have it doesn't have a delta ring like a regular M16 or M4. So you can take this off pretty easily. So here's your outer barrel. This is the outer barrel. It's pretty small, as you can see. Yeah, not very big. Here's your inner barrel, which is really, really short. When you look at it, makes the gun quite a bit less. It's just pretty funny to see it's that small of a barrel. Okay, so let's put this all back together. Really simple to put it back on. You just make sure it goes over top. Throw it on. Alright. Here's probably the biggest problem I've had with this gun since I got it. Alright, I can't tell if you... Yeah, probably can't see this, but... Alright, there we go. These rails, this rail and this rail are not straight. The forward rail assembly is slightly, when you put it on, if you tighten it all the way, it tightens slightly too far. So the front sight and the back sight don't actually line up properly. This is tilted like to the right. It's pretty irritating, but put an optic on it and you don't have to deal with that. So that's what I did. I put a red dot sight on it. Yeah, it's a lot easier with the red dot sight on it. And I've tried messing around all in here. It's got a whole bunch of holes around the outside and 2 pins. Then you can turn the pins, and this, when I first got it, this top sight, the top rail, which is slightly bigger than the rest of them, it was like way over here. So I had to mess around with it, and this is as close as I could come to being perfectly straight with the top rail. Okay, so now that I'm done complaining about that, next in line would be the body. It's the middle of the gun. The body is plastic. The upper and lower receiver are both ABS plastic, but it's good ABS plastic. It's not like cheap. It won't break. Oh, there you go. You can see it now. See, it's not gonna break if you drop it. Like, this is a cushion, so it's really not gonna break, but not gonna break. Don't worry about it. You've got your bolt release button. Doesn't do anything on this. It's an airsoft gun. Nothing. Alright, you got your selector switch. This is kind of hard to do. Got bad lighting in here. Semi, then full auto. You can just do this with your thumb if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you should get a left-handed body, but really easy to do. Now turn it around now. Oh, that looks different. Well, here's the side of the gun. You can see you've got your dust cover, which would stay up here, but I broke it, so it was just from me being stupid. It's not the gun's fault. Your forward assist on the real thing doesn't work on the airsoft one because it's airsoft. Mag release right here. I don't have any mags that drop out, but you can get mags, like G&P mags do drop out of this gun. G&P mid caps. This is not a G&P. This is the magazine that came with the gun. I'll talk about that in a minute. G&P mid caps do drop out, which is pretty nice. But okay, the trigger guard is metal. I don't know what kind of metal it is, but it is metal. The trigger is plastic. So, yeah. The grip is a ergonomic grip. See, it's special. It's molded to fit your hands really comfortably. It actually is very comfortable to hold it if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you probably should get a different grip when you get this gun, unless you like this piece right here, which your thumb would go on top of. If you were right-handed, sticking into your hand, it's really not that comfortable at all if you're left-handed. So that's just that. All right, I'm gonna talk about the sights real quick. It comes with these 2 flip-up sights, which would work really well if this rail system in the front was straight. I guess you could put this one here, but that would kind of be stupid. They would be so close together it really wouldn't work. Okay. The front sight is adjustable. Hang on here, I can do this. You can see right now, this is a really good view. You can see how messed up that rail system is. Look at it. It's really not straight. Well, this front little post here, if you have a tool, you can put it on there and turn it. I'm assuming it would adjust. I've never done it, so it probably would, unless they did something wrong. The rear sight right here. Okay, there you go. It's got 2 settings. See that one? It's got a bigger hole, bigger aperture for close range, and a smaller aperture for long range. And you've also got this. You can adjust it for windage, not elevation though, so don't try that. Charging handle, sort of functional. I have to end this because I'm at 10 minutes now.